Okay, in this video I'm going to show you 14 different torque wrenches that I have accumulated over the years. And everybody that watches this channel knows that I try to help people repair things. If you're repairing a hydraulic cylinder or engine or whatever, I'm there to help you as much as I can. The other thing I do is I'm trying to raise money with the videos for Shriners Children's Hospital and St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Every penny that I make, I donate to them. As soon as I get paid, I write them a check and I mail it to them. Those kids need it worse than we do. Help them all you can. When you come here with nothing. When you leave here with nothing. So try to help people along the way. So we're going to start off with a inch-pound, quarter-inch drive, and it's really handy for if you have a torque on a screw or something like that. You wind it up, you put it on inch pounds, like right here we're going to go up to 5 inch pounds, right? This one goes from 5 inch pounds to 35 inch pounds. So here's 5 inch pounds. It's a clicker. Always when you get done with it, back them all the way off to keep the tension off of that spring that's in there so that they stay accurate. The next one we're going to work on is a Snap-on inch-pound torque wrench. It's 3/8 drive. I usually use a ratchet adapter on the end of it. And you can pull on it. You see there I can pull 25, 30 inch pounds by pulling on it. But if you did Cummins fuel injectors, the old Cummins fuel injectors and things like that, it's a necessity to have it. The next one I'm going to show you is a 3/8 drive Precision Instrument, which Snap-on and Precision Instruments pretty close. This one doesn't have a head on it, so it only goes in one direction. You pull the handle down, it's in foot-pounds, 100 foot-pounds, or about 140 Newton meters. You dial it up for what you want. You throw the handle up. When you pull on it, click. When it clicks, you're done. When you get done using it, pull the handle back, put it back on 0, put the handle back. It's a nice wrench. Real nice wrench. The next one is a kind of an interesting wrench. You see how it opens up? So it's like a line wrench. It will wrap around. This one's 1 1/4 inches. It will wrap around and hold it in place. And then this is set for 450 inch pounds, which I don't use them as a torque wrench anymore. They're all expired. So I use them for line wrenches, and when I can't get something off, if it's really tight and it's in a bad place to get to, and I can get one of these around it, it works really handy. A lot of people have never seen them. I do have a set that are not torque wrenches. So the torque wrench style, these are all expired, but they still come in pretty handy and they're tough for, you know, if you want some type of a line wrench. They're pretty handy to have for a line wrench. I'll take you back there and I'll show you in the other toolbox I have the ones that are non-torque wrench and who makes them here. So here's a whole nother set of them that go from 3/8 up to 1 inch. But you can see as a line wrench how handy they are. Wrap around and they come down and they tighten up. They're not as tough as a line wrench, but if you had something where you're getting 360 degrees of grip on it, it sure helps quite a bit to make sure you get them down and get them tight. And they work really well in the right place. The next two are the same. This one's an OTC, and it's old. It's 50, 60 years old. I've had it for years. This one I bought when I was a kid. It's an S&K, and it's 150 foot-pounds, and it's 1/2 inch drive. And as you torque, you have to read the torque as it pulls up the scale. The next one I don't care for it. It's a battery operated, and the battery is always dead in the thing. Every time you go to use it, you turn it on, and you can set it for Newton meters or you can set it for foot-pounds. It does go in both directions. It's got a ratcheting head on it. The Sears Craftsman. The next one's a Snap-on 1/2 inch drive, 250 foot-pound, wobble head, change directions, pull the handle down, set your torque, whatever you want, put the handle back up, pull on it until it clicks. This is probably one of my favorite wrenches right here. This is really a good one. And a clicker is really handy as far as you don't have to try to read the scale. Sometimes trying to read the scale is not easy. This next one is a 3/4 inch drive Snap-on dial. You slide the handle in it, lock it in. The problem with these is if you're torquing rod and main bearing bolts in the bottom of an engine and you're laying on a creeper and you're upside down like this and you're sitting down there pulling on it, you can't read the chart. That's the problem with them. If you're sitting up here on top and you're pulling them, they work really well. But if you're putting rods and mains in a big engine or something and you're down there and you're pulling like this, you just about need a clicker, because if you don't have a clicker, you're not going to be able to see what the torque is. This next one, Controls Incorporated. This is an older wrench. This one is 600 foot-pounds. It's made a little different. The handle snaps in, gives you extra leverage. It's dial indicated, so same thing as the Snap-on. You have to be able to see the dial to get your torque right, and sometimes that's just not easy to do. This next one, I really like this one. This is one of my favorites. It's a Williams. It's 3/4 inch drive, ratchet in both directions. It's a clicker. You can see the scale on it here. You pull down on the sleeve, turn the sleeve loose, you wind it up to what you want. You lock the sleeve down, it holds it in place. When it clicks, you're done. When you get done with it, you back it off and you're good to go. It's a very nice wrench. I love that wrench. This next one is a 1,000 foot-pound CDI. This is an expensive wrench, but this is how this one works. So here's your scale right here, and it goes from 250 to 1,000 foot-pounds. So you pull down on the sleeve and you dial it up to whatever you want. When you get there, it automatically locks in. Then you take your handle with the thumb screw and you slide your handle. Once you get it set to your torque, you slide your handle all the way up to this notch, lock the thumb screw down, and there's your wrench. That's 1,000 foot-pound torque wrench. That's a dandy. You get torque up that high though, you got to have something, you got to have a clicker, because you're going to be pulling on it with both hands. So you gotta get it right, and then when you get it where you want it, always make sure that you back that sleeve off, all the way off, so that there's no tension on the spring. The next one, let me put this one away here. The next one is going to be 2,000 foot-pounds. So here's the next one. It's a snap-on, and it's an 1.5 inch output, 1 inch input, 2,000 foot-pounds. So the way that works is you put your socket on there, 1.5 inch drive socket, and then you put your 1 inch breaker bar or your 1 inch multiplier in here, and then you can read your torque. When you're done, you don't have to back anything off. It goes back to 0 and it stays there. The next one is the biggest one I have. It's an 1.5 inch output, 1.5 inch input, 3,000 foot-pounds snap-on. And you think, well, how do you do that? Well, I'm going to show you how you do that. So you use a torque multiplier. This is a torque multiplier. This is 14.5, 3/4 input, 1.5 inch output. It's 14.5 revolutions here to make 1 revolution here. So if you put in 100 foot-pounds here, it creates 1,450 foot-pounds here. So by the time you get this all put together, you can see how heavy this thing's going to get when you get all of this put together. And then you got a 10-foot piece of pipe going off of this that's stuck in the ground, and you're sitting out here and you're winding it up until you get 3,000 foot-pounds. It takes quite a bit. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.